Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every boss, and boss in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. I'm Gary Butterfield, and with me, as always, is a Nickaprod cane in the ass, Will Hughes.
Gary, I'm amazed, because we didn't coordinate. I'm amazed that you pulled the right boss.
Yeah, I just, now there's only a few left, it's easier to remember.
Yeah, this is our, I think, next boss thing, I think we might just run through the sins.
Okay.
Like, just do it, knock it out in an episode, because we didn't do an episode 600, so we're kind
that
of
makes
due.
sense. We should do the sins at some point.
But after that, it's going to be Final Boss Sundays.
More to life than
Boss.
so take a chance and face the
Boss.
open road and a road that's hit brand new
Boss.
around the
Boss. Final Boss Sunday, and there's only, 11 of those?
I have
crazy.
no way of knowing whether that number is correct.
It looks like there's actually 12 of them.
God damn it,
Now that I'm
Gary, you
looking at
fucked
it.
up. You done fucked up, son.
I did fuck up. There are 12 of them.
We're not
So-
talking about him today, though.
No. Today is the Headless Horseman, which is a real fuck you.
Headless Horseman is not a great boss. You could just go listen to the Conquest episode and just delete a couple of the things we said from your mind.
The very important thing is this guy shows up on the first floor.
Where he's pretty rough. He's pretty durable at that point.
Yeah. Really, really difficult. 160 HP. Causes tons of explosions. And it's fighting two bosses at once.
Yeah.
And with no DPS upgrades, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's the head and the body on the horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other than that, and you get a pony when you beat him.
Which, again,
every time.
I like, we don't necessarily like bosses that drop guaranteed stuff, and especially guaranteed active use items. Getting the pony on the first floor is not the worst thing in the world, though.
No, it's not bad.
'Cause it
but
does
he can show
grant
up on other
flight.
floors as well. Yeah. And you might already have flight, or it might just end up being it is instead of a stat up that is more inherently permanent.
Yeah. And like maybe you're playing Judas and you don't really want to get rid of your book.
Yep. Or Isaac. Really don't want to get rid of your D6.
Gary, your lips to God's ears.
Mm-hmm. Edmund,
Hey, God.
listen to me.
Hey, God.
Hey, God, it's me, Gary.
Are you there, God? It's me, Will. And I'm doing ASMR right in your ears.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, buddy? Hey,
Yeah, oh, me almighty, that feels good.
you wanna smite Gary for me, maybe?
Oh, yeah, son. Oh, yeah.
What? You say the son?
No, I was exclaiming in pleasure by saying the name of my son.
You
just call
could
him
just
son.
you just call him son. You don't call him Jesus.
No, I never bothered to learn his name.
It's Jesus.
Doesn't sound like something I'd say. That's the Spanish name.
Wait, are we pivoting into God being racist? Is this the joke we're doing?
Well, I don't know you. You don't know me very well if you don't know that.
I guess I
I've
don't.
seen what I've done to brown people countries. It's not great.
It's not great, as is not the phrase brown people countries.
Should I pick up this bus and take it to heaven or hell?
I think anything you do with a bus right now would be appropriate. God, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sound it down my ding dong.
Well, that's
those
what
characters are gonna go down into the pit.
that's what I get for saying do whatever you like.
Yeah. Oh, at first this doesn't feel good, and then you get used to it.
Give Gary Butterfield an inch of rope, he'll shove it in his cock.
Give me an inch of dick, and I'll put a bus into it. Oh man, the bus is a little bit harder than what I usually use.
Which
For
is
this?
what?
Trees that I've sanded down,
Uh-huh.
or caber tosses. Caber tossing.
Yeah, I'm familiar with caber tossing. Yeah, that's like a
Sometimes I
Highlands
like
game
to-
kind of thing.
Leave my dick out so the cabers just get tossed in naturally with a lot of force.
Okay, so you kind of just it seems like it'd be a difficult catch, I guess.
Yeah, I'm omnipotent, so
Yeah, I guess. And
I just
omniscient.
widen the aperture. Yeah, I widen the aperture.
Or
until I can
omnipresent,
spread
I
what
guess. Your dick is everywhere,
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm wherever there's a caver, my dick is around it
That's
in spirit.
well, there's the t-shirt.
And scene. All right, this is the final episode of Everything To Guppy.
Yay! I'm fucking free.
Reached the Kickstarter goal.
Oh, Gary. So, so this is two enemies you fight at the same time. There's the head, which floats around and shoots at you.
Mhm.
and occasionally charges at you.
Yeah, not so bad. But the body that's kicking explosions at you.
Yeah, it's tossing out it's tossing out not just explosions, but explosions that leave behind creep.
Yeah, which so tons of area denial. Not only is there 2 bosses, which is 2 bits of area denial, but explosions and creep.
Yeah, if this was showing up on the caves, I think it's completely reasonable. If this shows up as your first boss, you're in for a rough time.
First or second boss. It's a pretty big bummer, I think.
And it unlocks when you first defeat Mom. So you're going to fight it really early on, too.
Yeah. Big difficulty jump with a occasionally useful item. And, not that, the flavor here is kind of fun, but the other Horsemen are pretty specifically a reference to something that ties into the Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, the Headless Horseman ain't in the Bible.
Nah. Or in a basement.
What?
It's just a shitty Johnny Depp movie.
Or a decent adventure alongside Mr. Toad.
Yeah. Disney movie with
or
that gangly moron.
A TV show that was on television for several years. You remember that?
Certainly not.
Yeah, no, there was a supernatural drama of the supernatural grim once kind of thing that was on the air for 4 years about Ichabod Crane. In modern days, the fuck was that show called?
It was called
Orlando Jones was on it for a while.
That is all very weird.
Was it just called Sleepy Hollow? Yeah, no, it was called Sleepy Hollow.
I find that really strange.
The promo, weirdly, the promo picture is Ichabod Crane, who's of course a very sexy bearded man, holding his own severed head.
The Hollow TV show, Headless Horseman.
And then, if memory serves, they do tie it into the biblical Horseman. That's who ends up being the bad guys.
Oh, maybe that's the reference of this.
That's it, Gary. We did it.
In looking at this, the Headless Horseman just walks around without his head a whole bunch. It's got real big Vengarl vibes.
Yeah, I would say that's fair, yeah.
Yeah, strange.
But
you can get an action figure of him.
But kind of beautiful.
Or no, a costume. You can get a costume of him. That's cool.
Does the costume come with the head? Because otherwise, what's the fucking point?
It comes with a big neck stump.
Good old...
that you put your own head into.
Oh, I see. That's why he looks so fucking tall in the costume. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If people like the show, what should they do, Will?
They should listen to my ideas for t-shirts.
Oh, t-shirts. Yes.
Yes. Baby gets a treat.
No, I like these. These have been fully 1/3 clever. I want to hear the rest of them.
Okay. All right. So once again, we're just trying to nail down that merch so I can get fucking paid because.
Well, this isn't if Taffy doesn't work out.
Again, Taffy has lost a little bit of steam because I got sick and you couldn't be bothered to talk about him when Jeremy was on, and thus really get that crossover shit.
I don't know if you remember, but Jeremy steamrolled me pretty good.
He did steamroll you pretty aggressively. You could have just been Taffy.
Yeah, he did a lot of just any silence got filled with a soundboard. So
it's true.
I didn't really
Gary, that long tow truck, that
bits.
very long tow truck improv, Taffy could have shown up for that, and we both fucking know it.
That's true. Fair enough.
All right. How about this one, Gary? Frack me, I sure do love that Star Trek.
Okay.
This one's it just says unofficial comedy Bang Bang shirt. So I think that's an old comedy Bang Bang shirt that we've written unofficial on and then sold again.
Sure. I like that.
This one's a thinker. I like my sandwiches like I like my underwater oil deposits. Submarine.
Okay.
This one just says large ham lad unisex.
Okay. That's also a little too on topic for the
It's
podcast.
a little too close, isn't it?
Yeah.
If this shirt's a rockin', I'm having a heart attack.
That's pretty good.
This one's just the Picasso melting clock pictures, but instead of clocks, it's little Frank Langellas.
I like that. I love Frank Langella.
Now this one I'll admit right now, this one will be tricky to make.
Okay.
On the front it says, "How do you keep an idiot in suspense?" And then on the back it's a picture. And it's a picture of whoever is looking at the shirt at the time in like
Okay.
a suspended animation cryo tube.
Okay.
So
I think we could almost do that with like camera, like those invisibility screens and stuff people have invented.
yeah, Gary, those invisibility screens that exist. Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
This is why I came to you with these ideas, is because of your
It's
deep,
real, man.
your deep knowledge of real tech that really exists and you did
That
not
is
see
real
in a
tech.
comic book.
No, that's real tech,
Uh-huh.
man. They
No,
made,
totally
like,
real, Elon.
Yeah. Like look up look up invisibility cloak real.
Sure, I'll absolutely look that up because I definitely want to see Harry Potter's dick, which is what I'll end up seeing.
That is probably true.
Yeah.
With a wand in it.
WandaVision.
Ooh.
You watched that yet?
Not yet.
You don't have Disney Plus, do you?
I do.
Ooh,
For Simpsons.
Oh, that's right.
And
Simpsons.
I didn't intend to renew it, and I forgot. So I had the yearly thing, so I just got it for another year. And I was like,
Congratulations.
I'll be all right. I'll watch WandaVision. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it.
I watched
Me
the
and
first
Jeremy Greer are
episode.
gonna
It's
talk about
fun. If you like, it's a real Cole Ross show.
it. Oh yeah.
Like, if you just like watching a show that is trying
Mhm.
90% of the time is just being bewitched.
That's a weird one. That's an odd.
It's a weird take.
Odd
I
thing.
like it. Like, they're good at it.
I can see it.
I got 2 more shirts, Gary.
Oh, okay.
This one, it's just a shirt with CPR instructions printed on it, and I think that one might actually be like a good idea.
Yeah, with like a target,
Uh-huh.
like where you actually do the pumps.
And maybe a little MP3 player attached to it that plays Staying Alive.
Plays Staying Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's the last one. Don't blame me. I voted for frenulum.
Pretty good.
You know, the little bundle of nerves at like on the bottom of your dick.
The bottom of your tongue. Oh, yeah. What's the one called at the bottom of your tongue?
I have no idea, Gary. I'm not familiar with this term. I just know that the frenulum is a little bundle of nerves where stuff happens.
Yeah, there's the frenulum, and then the one on your tongue
Yeah, Gary?
is also a frenulum.
Oh, shit. Gary,
That's what
Gary, I
happened.
don't like this.
Yeah.
I genuinely learned something from everything to Guppy this week. Feels bad.
Did you know that you had 2 frenulums?
Gary, I didn't.
2 frenulums alike in dignity.
Good old Gary Shakespeare Butterfield.
They're not very alike in dignity, actually.
No, one's much less dignified.
Yeah, one of them eats caviar and stuff, and the other one doesn't.
Gary, truer fucking words have ne'er been said.
If people like this show, head on over to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
donate to the network. Who's it? Kirby Squeak Squad did.
It's a good network.
It's
Yeah.
it's a varied network.
We're nice.
It's a varied network.
Yeah, but we're nice.
It's a
That's the
varied
thing
network.
about us. It's varied in how nice we are,
Agreed.
which is pretty.
Oh,
Fairly.
you could also write a review for the show, like this one, which is left on Apple Podcasts by Chibi Lou Rawls. 5 stars. Thank you.
Chibi Lou Rawls is a really good
It's really good.
handle.
It's excellent. What a show. This was my first time listening. Gary and what I presume to be his longtime Guppy co-host Jeremy, Gary and Jerry, have a wonderful rapport. Very excited to do a deep dive into past episodes to get more of the good stuff, banter. I will say that I was confused by the producer character. Is he a recurring character? Anyway, thanks for the laughs, Gaz and Jez.
He's not a recurring character. He'll never appear again.
Gone. Fucking gone forever.
Gone girl. Gone guy.
Gary, we'll sign off the way we do every week by saying, "Gone girl."
Gone girl.
Kick boss.
All right. Fun.
All right. And now let's that was a good trial run. Now let's try recording it.
Okay. Let me go ahead and hit play.